their system will see if you qualify. Give it a second to find the best deals, and look at that. 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7.
Hi guys, welcome back to Trails to Daybreak. We just finished the prologue last episodes. I think it only took about 3 or so. Go to load game. Yeah, it's the end of the prologue. Okay. On to chapter 1.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why Select World makes getting coverage unique. For less than $1 a day. Now get up to $2 million policies with no limit and same-day. Visit SelectWorld.com. You shop, you're safe. There's a power within each of us.
This is the turning point. All units, assume the dual Lancer formation.
Help you get smarter. And you can unlock it with one simple thing. Better sleep. Something that provides them with the luxury devices. Handcrafted excluding the tools in our American market. Even
too easy. I've got you. Oh, please.
This is a downloaded the free STV app.
Look at that. Guess we lost this one.
All the features. All for free.
Regimental Commander the Eisen Shield, Garrett Rigo. We are open to accepting your offer for a ceasefire. How does a 17 split sound? Vice Chief of the Warriors of Kruger, Hassan al-Fayed. We will accept no less than 6-4. Fail to accept, and the fighting continues. Very well. 6-4 to us it is. Glory to the Krugers! Glory to Arusha!
That works, I guess. I figured more it was gonna end in a draw. Your counterattack was really good. Just lacking that bit of oomph at the end. If you'd seen my attempt to throw you off balance coming, you'd have had a slew of more strategic options to work with. Thanks. Think nothing of it. You've got a lot of potential. You just need more practice and to up your stamina. With enough of both, you'll be right on the heels of your other little sister from back in the day in no time. Do you know Sophie? Still do you know about her?
Alright. So much for that joyful, happy warrior commentary.
I can't help it. I see this hair and I just get that urge to ruffle it.
Donald Trump's statement, obsessed with revenge, consumed with grievance, and out for unchecked power. America was born when we wrested freedom from a petty tyrant. Danger of a mess. We are not accepting the schemes of wannabe dictators.
But how rich is this? After spending most of her seatbelts to Trump, Kamala
Zephyr's got a whole lot of stories in it to tell.
I definitely gotta put on some coffee. Give me a second, guys. Mr. Gizmo, I'm just making coffee for Papa. That's all, Mr. Boyce. Did you get a good rest? Excellent.
Just a year staff for a franchise winning 24/7. And you throw some numbers at your own stats. You never feel it. You're a wow. Okay. Listen, she mentioned Trump 43 times. Yeah. She mentioned inflation 0 times. She mentioned economy 1 time. Talked about money twice, prices twice, middle class twice, a little over about her, and financial stuff 3 times. So the entire bulk of her speech was Trump, Trump, Trump. This cannot be a good formula one. Just factually, if you were her campaign manager, would this be the numbers you want that are all you talk about with Trump? Does that sound like a winning team's final pledge to America? That speech. No one's talking about the speech. Because Joe Biden blew it up. Joe Biden
Man, I just wanted to see if there was anything interesting going on. All I get is doom and gloom. Still, the info here is put together real nice and organized. Even if the design's got the admin's tastes all over it.
With a resentful old man who now come behind a restraining order, not allowed to go anywhere near this guy. He was within walking distance of this speech. He didn't get a ticket. Ever since he said lock Trump up, they advocated quarantine him after when he was upset that she was on his lawn. So she was on his lawn. And they handed out a laptop for his Zoom. Now, you know what Biden
Should have known. Haven't heard a thing about Armada in a while now. They must have pulled out of Edith for the time being. As for Genesis and the Grendel, still coming up empty. Are they being actively deleted? Is this all part of some big cover-up?
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
She's the same as usual, too. Should I call on Marduk? That'd probably just cause even more headaches for me. Well, it's almost time for my regular checkup, so I may as well put a pin in it. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get an earful this time? Wanna not bang my door in, you?
Whoa, you're up already? That's crazy. Good morning, Nick. You better be earning an honest living up there.
Soon she's going to bring the country together and solve problems.
Oh, goodness, is the cottage or your landlord?
Dana, you've been on the other side of
No
this.
prizes for guessing who you learned all that from. How about taking after your mother?
That's
Wouldn't it be nice to become a charming, pretty lady just like her one day?
Yeah, I want to be just like Mommy. Oh, well, I'm next is really pretty, too.
Come on in. Don't be shy.
You don't get a speaking opportunity, but sir, you get to sit right there and watch. That would have been a nice thing to do. Instead, he's on Zoom, moving her own thing. And I also am going to disagree on.
Well, if you say so.
That looks good, but what is it doing? It's reminding you that
You said not to come in my uniform, so I wore this.
4 years.
And how do I look?
Says when he's headed in the wrong direction, and that they play by the Harris. So I don't think any of those are that good. But I say the
It'll work, I guess. Kinda too dressy for casually walking around town, but then again, going the plain route with you would just make you stick out like a sore thumb. Still beats the uniform either way.
That's good.
That's what the
She was
depth
very
Wisconsin I feel like. I don't
pretty.
even
I like, she looked
Honestly, you're looking
Come on, that 60-50 loser needs some rest. We're serving bacon quiche with pumpkin soup today. Oh, that sounds delicious. Lead the way.
Well, damn.
I
Those two
think that
figured it out quick.
the visitor was powerful. I disagree. It reminded me of the Joe Biden speech to the soul of America, where he had those Marines behind him, and it was like blood red, and it was dark. It was like, to me, the same backdrop. But I listened to the speech, and because to me, it's more than, just looking at the woman and what she looks presidential. And nobody gives a damn as to whether she looks presidential. It's what she's going to do for them. Number one issue is the economy. She's responsible for it. She broke the time-working vote on the American Rescue Plan, Inflation Reduction Plan. And the other is immigration. She lied last night. I mean, I had to read the transcript again. When I am president, we will quickly remove those who came here unlawfully. Say what? You don't want to allow for you.
I'll mention, yeah. Cool.
You said that Donald Trump was responsible for the bill not passing, which allowed 7,500 in a day. I mean, they think we're stupid. And this is going to prosecute the cartels. I'm sorry, I'm a broken record. I am sick and tired of this. You're a prosecutor. Get your butt to the border and prosecute if you're so good at it. And she says, we want to get border control to support the need. She colonized the KKK. She was a liar. She can't deliver. She caused the problem, and only he can fix it. Not even the pretty hair could save that just. She did it again. Kamala functioning at a perfect answer and safety president.
I miss a Gizmo. I like her. She's really smart, Agnes.
because of people like you. Trying to hospitals for children has helped more than 1 billion kids just like me, regardless of their family's ability to pay.
Myers Hospital is only able to provide this world-class, life-changing medical care because of the generous gifts of people just like you.
Because of you, I can ride my bike. I can play basketball.
Because of people like you, I can
Getting ready for a hard day's work?
I just want
Will you send love to the rescue today?
Speaking of coffee,
right now.
Then that's all the more reason why you need to support her while she learns.
We're gonna wait in Chris. It helps support the health for healthy weight and looks so amazing. You can get rid of it at Walmart. Here's what
Don't overdo
certified
it
home
today,
inspectors
and
are
make sure
saying
you're
about
back in
root
time for
maps.
dinner.
For root that
I
hasn't
mean
been
that for you
cleaned with
too,
root
Anya.
maps
We'll
product,
have a
it's
piping
very
hot,
dry,
delicious meal
brittle,
waiting for you. Wouldn't
greasy,
want it to get cold now, would
broken
you?
off, all over the place and onto the ground. With the root maps product, it's more pliable, flexible. I've seen some treatments, houses that we've inspected that had 2 or 3 years of life remaining. Came back when you brought it 3 years, and they just like you should have was first installed. They might work for it. It does work. My doctor's office with the filing system for the 80s has my social. Think of all the places that could expose your info. LifeLock monitors millions of data points for identity theft. If there's a problem, we fix it. Guaranteed.
For gentle, dependable constipation relief, try Seneca. It works differently from other laxatives because it's made from the Senna plant, a natural vegetable laxative. Gentle, dependable Seneca. Also available in delicious gummies.
And speaking of, shall we?
We shall. Then let the workday
Look at
begin.
news anchor in Michigan asking Harris how she will handle inflation and sky-high prices. And you can probably guess what she answered. The average person can't afford groceries or the rent. And recent polls in Michigan show that Michigan voters believe that government needs to do a better job of handling the economy and bringing jobs back. What do you think of that?
Well, let's start with this. I come from the middle class. My mother worked very hard. She, by the time she was able to save up for her child.
It's no wonder why Democrats are alarmed Harris's economic message is breaking through. And this pro-Trump super PAC ad isn't letting Kamala get away with her role in the disastrous Biden administration. Real income, when you account for inflation, is actually down since you took office. Blame the Biden administration for being slow to evacuate.
There is not a thing that comes to
Okay.
mind.
All right, I'll start with you, Jesse. The thing is that it's no surprise, given that the economy is the number one issue, that Kamala was going to be asked a question, and she still hasn't come up with an answer that, and these are local stations now that are asking her these questions, as to what she's going to do to make the economy better. And if she starts with, I come from a middle-class family, then I'm going to blow my brains out. Yeah, she's like a sales clerk that just learned how to sell, and they go out on the road, they say the same thing they taught them in the class. Remember when I read books, Get It Together, How I Saved the World, and I would squeeze the book title into every single end? You know what they asked? I would just mention the title of the book. That's what she's doing here. But she's not selling the book, she's selling herself. So she thinks when she says she's middle class, that means she's empathetic with their plight. But she never follows up and says, well, no, I understand the struggle, I understand the pain, the pressure, shame of not being able to afford this, that, and the other. She never does that. She just checks the box, I mention my biography, and then she moves on. And that's where the disconnect with the people is, because she doesn't have the human touch. Because we don't even really know how middle class she was. I mean, she had third parents PhD, Berkeley, she went to Canada for a good amount of time. The real issue about maybe why she couldn't afford so much was because her dad left. Her dad left her life. You know, she talked about that, like Barack Obama did, and how that kind of created their character. That would be interesting. Now we get to know Kamala Harris. And when she said, hey, the biggest mistake of my life was, with children, because it's hard to raise children sometimes. She comes from a blended family. She doesn't have her own children. She married Doug, and then she was the stepmom to his children. That's interesting. That's something that you can empathize with her about. Say, oh, wow, tell me a little bit more about that. But she never does that because she's an AI politician. Harold, 61% of the voters say that the economy is headed in the wrong direction. Why do more people trust Donald Trump than Kamala Harris?
So if you're in the Harris camp, I know the answer to that. If you know that, I see people like some of his ideas, actually. So, but if you're in the Harris camp, then you got to address it. I think when some of the criticism is leveled, as we find ourselves here at the last part of the campaign, and you don't have a more concise answer to address this and that. I mean, I remember when Bill Clinton was running, and people were talking about his personal life. He said the Republicans are more worried about my past than they are about your future. Well, I'd say they're worried more about my family than they are yours. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Those are the things I think the campaign during these last several days, particularly those three blue wall states. Amy and I were on yesterday on Fox News talking about this issue. The electorate, 53% of the electorate this go round will be women. She has an advantage with that. President Trump has an advantage with men. How do you not target if you're in those states? You got to have messages. You got to have a narrative that is appealing to those voters here that these last 6 days of the campaign. Dana, how is it that she's literally incapable of recognizing how cool she is?
Well, I feel like she's kind of the opposite of Bill Clinton, right? Who did say, I can feel your pain.
Yeah.
And then she kept saying, I grew up in a middle class family. It's like, hey, we got that. But also, you're doing a speech in front of the White House, and everybody is reminded, you've been there for 3.5 years. Did you think about the middle class families at all during this period? And then she says that I will spend more money to raise the cost of housing. I will give small business tax credits and do grocery store price controls. That's not an economic message, and every single one of those things is very unpopular. But then Trump doesn't pretend that he grew up, poor. But he can connect with the working class, and that's why he's pulling those voters. But it's not just that; it's that we recognize that the voters are trying to say something for a couple of decades, maybe. And he recognized it and capitalized on it, and he has pulled away a lot of the Democrats' base. And I see that.
Tyrus, I really believe that when it comes to the money in your wallet, you cannot gaslight Americans. I don't care how
I did for about 30 years of my life. Listen, one of the things that bothers me, I keep hearing, is that she has an advantage of women. And I think at some point, and I'm not afraid to do this, because and I'll just say it. Women love to smile. One thing I've learned in my observation of women in my 50 years on this planet, I'm not unafraid. Jesse's got the book. We're good. They will tell you, how are you doing, girl? You look good. Your hair looks so cute. And they will not focus on your behind after that. And that's what's happening in the country right now. Women are saying, like, oh, yeah, because they want to go anything on men. But I'm just telling you. Harold smiles. True. There's no truth. You can't say it. Listen, I'm taking this sword for the team. Stay out of it, guys. Your safety is important. Her closing argument is as bad as any argument. And the fact that she says, let's start with this, that's what upsets me. Not that I was born in a middle class family. It's let's start with this. And then I was born here, and then we're waiting for it to start. And it never starts. She just says stuff. And I just, Harold, again, eloquent speaker. You can talk slick for oil can. It has to go. I just want
know what you want?
What you hear her speak. You're looking at the TV like cultural eye. Trying to bring it what? You don't know me? That's like watching a movie, girl. I hate doing this to you, but I have to get the heat on me for just a moment. I'm going to tell you the way this plan's way. He's going to raise tariffs. He's going to raise taxes. He's going to make it harder. But to your point, I agree. I wish there was more from both of them, and certainly from my candidate at times. But she still may win this thing. I think she is. Sure. You do? Yeah, you also think the Yankees going to win. So,
I had dollars in something new ad tells women to lie to their husbands. Very happy.
I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want?
World leaders. But I've always felt most comfortable out here.
I hope to see you again.
Made me who I am. I'm right at home, out here on the west. And I'm in my lane, on the shoulder of the interstate. Because this is where I come from. I've been showing up here for nearly 200 years. I can't wait to see what's next.
Talk for the future.
Nothing but something. Power outages can be unpredictable, inconvenient, and disruptive to your life, posing a real threat to your family's comfort and safety. When the power goes out, you have no lights, no refrigeration, no heating or air conditioning.
All the air conditioners and power outages
Generac Home Standby Generator. When a power outage occurs, your Generac Home Standby Generator automatically powers up using your home's existing natural gas or propane, so your life goes on without disruption. You and your family are comfortable, safe, and secure. Stay tuned to get over a $500 value free on the most popular home standby generator in the world. With the Generac, we don't have to worry about whether we lose power or not. If the utility company does not come through, our Generac does. Having Generac takes them anxiety is after a hurricane happens, you just want to be prepared for anything. Generac generators are designed, engineered, and built in the USA. 8 out of 10 home generators are Generac and have thousands of satisfied customers. How many times have you heard people say, I never want to go through that again? Well, the next time you go through it, don't make it so hard on yourself. How about Generac Home Standby Generator? Call or go online now to request your free quote with one of Generac's nationwide dealers. Special financing and low monthly payment options are available. And if you call now, you will also receive a free 5-year warranty valued at over $500. The call is free, the quote is free, and there's no obligation to buy. Call or go online now so the next time there's a power outage, your home powers up. Power your life with Generac. Call or go online to request your free quote today. Okay, guys, instead of picking weather, I saved a few bucks and got some cheap foreign-made formats. But they really stink. So put these on. Really, Gary?
I'm thirsty. Don't settle for cheap, stinky formats. At WeatherTech, we make our floor liners and cargo liners here in America out of pure, non-toxic American materials. So next time you get WeatherTech, it'll stink. Find out everything we have at WT.com.
Don't buy Viagra or Cialis anywhere before trying this trick. It's called Friday Plans, and it's the only way to get 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered for just $7. Let me show you. First, scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com. Then, you select if you need generic Viagra or Cialis. The quantity you need, I'll pick 9, and the dosage. I'll pick 100 milligram, thank you very much. And then their system will see if you qualify. Give it a second to find the best deals, and boom. Look at that. 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. 9 tablets of 20 milligram Cialis are the same price. The prescription and shipping are free. Scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com and see for yourself.
So, is this how you win over undecided female or male voters? Hollywood superstar Julia Walker was narrating an Kamala Harris ad, encouraging women to deceive their husbands and cancel out their contraception. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey. Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. I got text from people in the street offended by all of this, so I will say, just to pick up on the last block. In 2016, there was all this talk about men who told their wives, yeah, I'm voting for Hillary, but didn't.
Listen, first of all, this is what happens when the unaffected decide to be clever. The idea that the average marriage consists of a woman and man who keep secrets from each other, the men are angry and the women are trapped. That's not how it works. See, men like to solve problems. I'm grouping out like the group, but in general, men want to solve problems. And when they're in a relationship with a woman, she uses her good communication with the problem, and then the provider who solves it. So if the household is having trouble, he's aware and she's aware because they're a family. So when it comes to voting, they usually vote what's best for that household, not the best for who else. So it's the embankment on the family values. It's not uncommon for this. But the reason why men are outspoken and not liking this administration is because we can't solve the financial problems. When a man cannot solve problems in his household, he fails his wife, he fails his children, he fails his community, and man fails him. You can't solve it, and that's how the American people feel. That's how men feel in this country. When you were working, now your wife's got to work an extra 20 hours a week to cover grocery bills, so there's less time spent with the kids. It's a family feeling, but it's just not these fake relationships where the wife is voting for you that flies to her husband. Who would want to be in a relationship like that where you cannot, it's pathetic.
Because peanut butters are not a problem. Male butters are a problem. And this just makes me so mad. It makes me good, man. It's such a tool. He did the movie Sleeping with the Enemy, where she puts a woman who drowns, she thinks she's drowning to get away from her husband who's battered her. And now she's like saying, all you women out there who are bringing your husband, it's okay. I mean, the whole thing is bizarre, and it points to what they believe is an inequity
Switching to maintenance
in
mode.
marriages where the husband supports Trump. I mean, it's nonsense, and I just... Harold, tap the tail on his head.
I think it's a pass. I get with you guys here. I think if you have the kind of support amongst women that Cody suggests, this is one way to try to underscore that too. I've run into a lot of guys, a lot of dads who have told me, friends of mine whose daughters are voting, they just said, you know what, I didn't
New
tell my
sharp
daughter
skill
to
added.
because they voted for my
Single element slot
for Trump, and I've got to vote for him, and I've got to vote for Harris this time. So I get that. And finally, I think the ad tries to get a little bit at whether you like this or not. There are a number of people who are voting for Kamala Harris who believe that the next 4 years, you don't want a test for any presidential candidate. You want that person's face and voice and words in your living room and your bedroom and wherever you watch TV. I think voters are making the decision. That man is trying to get out of the bed about whether or not you want Donald Trump. If we know Donald Trump, then you want Kamala Harris. If you may disagree, everybody has a right to walk away from any promotions if it's good or bad. But I like what they did.
New sharp skill added.
I don't know, I disagree with the team. I didn't. I've never seen that after this now.
New sharp skill added. Single element slot
I don't accept that title. But I'll take it and I'm going to say, first of all, Harold, I don't believe you know any
New
white
sharp
dudes
skill
for Harris.
added.
I know a lot of I don't believe that. I know you. Oh, I know a lot of people. I don't believe these big stories that you're saying on television about these guys. They say that they voted for Trump. I don't know there's because of their daughters. That is such a lie. Why am I get your friends and none of your friends strike me as that way? And if I found out Emma was going into the voting booth and he was pulling the lever for Harris, that's the same thing as having your dad. That to me, you didn't finish. The sanctity of our marriage. Yes. What else is she keeping from me? Exactly. What else is she lying about? Why would she lie? Then I'm going to say, why would she do that? And then vote Harris. Why would she say she was voting Trump and then voting Harris? And I caught her. And then she said, I lied to you for the last 4 years. It's over. And that would be the We've moved so far away from the Constitution that in many ways we don't even recognize it.
In Hillsdale College's most popular online course, Constitution 101, distinguished politics professors teach you the meaning and history of the Constitution, how it's been undermined, and what it will take to restore it. Absolutely free at learnfromhillsdale.org. Learning the principles of American government. Discover how founders established the freest and most prosperous nation in history. See the ways we have the Constitution and how we face a new crisis posed by the rise of the bureaucratic state.
We think that we're becoming more advanced by abandoning the Constitution and adopting something like an administrative state. But the administrative state intrudes upon even the minutest aspects of people's lives.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Its principles are just as important today as when first written. You'll understand why we must fight to recover for future generations.
Almost everybody in America, even people with very different perspectives, senses there's something deeply wrong with our political life. The recovery of the earlier constitutional understanding, I believe, is useful to
help guide us, but at the very least, we have to understand that this exceptional content is available
New
to
start
students.
skill added.
Signing up is easy and free. Go to learnfromhillsdale.org today. When you sign up, you'll enjoy 12 easy-to-follow lessons and be able to separate truth from fiction regarding the Constitution. Join more than 1 million Americans taking the Constitution every month. Enjoy one of the many other course opportunities by signing up for free today. You know, this course really does help you understand our protections and what this country is founded on.
I was really humbled by how much of history I
Excellent.
everyone needs to take this course.
To start your journey of discovering the Constitution free of charge, go to learnfromhillsdale.org today. We're bringing you incredible coverage and
what
analysis as
exactly
the race
is
unfolds.
this place?
Democracy 24 on Fox News.
Never seen a public bath before?
It's important that we're local.
If you work in the same place, it's got very much makes it local feel.
Because we're able to make meaningful connections with people right here in our community.
It's a joke, but every time I walk in State Square, it makes me come to a corner.
How I was brought up.
When it comes to drugs, how much freedom is too much for kids? Drugs are out there. Will my teen feel free to say no around other kids? I didn't live drug-free when I was younger. Can I admit that to my kids? Drugs hurt me, but how can I feel free to talk about it with my kids?
Questions about drugs and kids? Call or chat to get real-time support.
I mean, I was making respect. When I found out about what I was doing, I was sitting inside on the phone, talking to someone saying, I'm pretty good. I'm not mad. I'm not even dead.
Church.
Some people just can't play nice. The shocking scene during Game of the World Series, the Phil Yankees fans last night straight up smashing the ball right out of Donald off to the Mookie Betts glove after the made a great catch on the fence. Those two New York fans got booted from the game.
Why not
They
take some
were
flowers
nice.
with you?
Should have been. We'll see what happens. Now they getting caught. They should go. Should they've been booted?
Stop thinking that they're part of the game, that they have a role in the game, that they need to catch stuff or anything else. The players get paid millions. Let them go out of this fight for the ball.
You don't need the ball.
I know.
It's just a smash and grab. You see it all the time.
It's just
And if you're a real Yankee fan, you love that. And you'll never have to fight under your feet as well. He pays for yourself.
As one of the most prolific non-New York Yankees fans, this was a buggy. And let's not forget the fact that they were holding him up off the ground. Yeah. They could have injured him. Right. So they should have banned him. They should have banned him. This wasn't this wasn't the game. I don't know how to home run and the Orioles hit a home run. This was a straight buggy. So they should be banned for life. I would never allow that. Matter of fact, ban the entire side of that thing. And then all of it, oh, guess what, JV? I love this. Take this off. Last night was the first time in the
Hey, why not take some flowers with you?
the Dodgers to play kid on never pitched before. This is so great.
All it takes is one bad luck.
But just get my four bats to Judge, he still can't get a hit. I know all
See you
night. Go
again.
Yankees.
Hey, why not take some flowers with you? Hope I see you again.
The board isn't just broken, it's shared.
Intentional trafficking.
And the cost isn't just in dollars. $9 is under the coat, and it's coming through the trash. It's in lives. Anybody who is here illegally knows they will be protected. Where was my son's sanctuary?
Sanctuary America. A real content that we can support. Streaming now on Fox Nation. Kamala Harris wants us to believe that she is something new. But is she really?
Would you have done something differently than President Biden? There's not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions.
In other words, she
Looking
wants
is
more
always
of the
free,
same.
you know.
More inflation, more open borders, more disastrous foreign policy. Why would anyone vote for more of this? Restoration Act is responsible for the consummate disasters.
Don't buy Viagra or Cialis anywhere before trying this trick. It's called Friday Plans, and it's the only way to get 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered for just $7. Let me show you. First, scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com. Then, you select if you need generic Viagra or Cialis. The quantity you need, I'll pick 9, and the dosage. I'll pick 100 milligram, thank you very much. And then their system will see if you qualify. Give it a second to find the best deals, and boom. Look at that. 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. 9 tablets of 20 milligram Cialis are the same price. The prescription and shipping are free. Scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com and see for yourself.
Cool. We made it.
These metal wings with their silver spoons.
The online store that was in the streets has not clean info.
Think of all the places they've been exposed to this. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per day. If there's a problem, fix it. Guaranteed.
I cannot believe these shorts from Athletics are 80%. Look at the shorts that you used to wear. Now look at the Athletics one short. So much better. These shorts do it all. They come with a towel loop, zipper pockets to store your keys or your AirPods, liner pocket for your phone, no more dropping your phone in the shade floor. Your anti-stink and moisture wicking. The best part, right now you can get a pair for 80% off as a new VIP member at athletics.com.
It's the Democracy 24 like the reporters of Fox News.
It is time now for one more thing, Dana. Well, Halloween is tomorrow, and there's some kids from Montana that have a pretty good costume in mind for us.
Hello everyone, I am Josie Hero, along with Jessica Josie Bobby, and Red Snow. And first one, what's that?
Brody, Maya, and Lincoln. Congratulations, great costume, guys. Glad to watch.
Okay, we'll save it here.
Okay, it's time for. All right, Kate Spade and Eminem have collaborated on this sweet collection consisting of Eminem bags.
Excellent. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.